Today, we're diving into the mysterious and often overlooked world of ichthyoalienotoxism, better known as hallucinogenic fish poisoning. Imagine eating a seemingly harmless fish and suddenly experiencing vivid hallucinations, similar to many of the psychedelics we cover on the channel. It sounds like something out of a science fiction novel, but it is a very real phenomenon, and it's happening in the depths of our oceans. Ichthyoalienotoxism, or the tongue twister of the century, as I've found trying to pronounce this pretty much all day, is a rare type of ichthyotoxicity, which refers to fish poisoning. However, unlike the more common ciguatera or scombroid fish poisoning, ichthyoalienotoxism is unique because it causes psychoactive effects. The term comes from Greek, with ichthyo meaning fish, alien meaning to intoxicate, and toxism referring to, well, poison. So, how does this exactly work? Well, this form of poisoning occurs after consuming certain types of fish that contain potent neurotoxins. These toxins are not fully understood yet, but they're believed to cause alterations in perception, mood, and consciousness, leading to hallucinations. The most famous culprit of this is the Sarpa Salpa, also known as the dreamfish. Found in the Mediterranean and along the coast of Africa, the Sarpa Salpa is a typically harmless fish. However, at certain times of the year, it can become toxic. This toxicity is believed to be linked to the fish's diet, which includes algae and phytoplankton that are responsible for producing the hallucinogenic toxins. And people who've experienced ichthyoalienotoxism report symptoms like vivid visual and auditory hallucinations, as well as euphoria and sometimes even terrifying nightmares akin to delirium reports. These effects can last anywhere from a few hours to several days, depending on the individual and the amount of toxin they've ingested. Historical records suggest that ichthyoalienotoxism has been known for centuries. Ancient Romans are believed to have consumed hallucinogenic fish during feasts, intentionally seeking out their psychoactive effects. As we discovered in my Psychedelics Throughout History videos, of which are sorely lacking a third entry, it has been discovered that the Eleusinian mysteries and the worship of Dionysus in Greece could be the most compelling context for potential psychedelic use in the era of ancient Greek culture, while in Rome, the adoption of Greek mystery cults and the use of psychoactive plants for medicinal purposes hint at possible similar practices. So hearing here that the Sarpa Salpa or dreamfish was used in possible Roman practices is not really a surprise when we look back at history. Even in today's cultures, there are many reports of people actually consciously seeking out these Mediterranean fish for their unusual symptoms after eating them in certain times of the year. Although despite its long history, ichthyoalienotoxism remains a relatively rare and poorly understood phenomenon. Scientists are still unraveling the mysteries behind the specific toxins involved and how they interact with our human brain. One hypothesis is that the toxins may be similar to LSD or other hallucinogenic compounds like DMT, affecting serotonin receptors and altering brain function. Researchers are also exploring the potential medical applications of these toxins. It's possible that they could offer insights into new treatments for potential mental health conditions. The idea is fascinating, but we're still a long way from fully understanding the potential benefits and risks, especially of something so toxic as this. So what would you do if you found yourself face to face with a dreamfish on your dinner plate? Well, the best advice is to be cautious. The chances of encountering a hallucinogenic fish are low, but it's wise to be informed about the sources of your seafood, especially in regions where ichthyoalienotoxism has been reported. If you do experience unusual symptoms after eating fish, you must of course seek medical attention immediately. And while most cases resolve on their own, it's important to rule out other potential causes and ensure you receive the appropriate care. And also, like I've said numerous times in the past, everybody is wired up differently, so the way one person reacts to a hallucinogenic fish, much like how they would react to, 5 grams of mushrooms, is going to be very, very different depending on the person due to an innumerable amount of variables. So, the ocean is really full of wonders, isn't it? Many of which we're only just beginning to understand, and ichthyoalienotoxism is a perfect example of this. A perfect example of how nature can surprise us in the most unexpected of ways. As we continue to explore the depths of our oceans, who knows what other mysterious psychedelic fish we may uncover. I really enjoyed making this video. I was thinking about potentially getting back into the psychedelics throughout history series, and I guess this sort of counts as the third part. So if you'd like to see more of it, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, hit the bell icon. Because it really incentivizes me to actually explore different types of content, and find it really fascinating that a lot of people actually don't know about this, other than possibly the Vice documentary. I believe it was called Fish and Trips by Hamilton Morris, a legend within the psychonautic scene. I'd highly suggest you go and watch that video in full if you'd like a more analytical, professional take on this topic. I just thought it'd be fun to just sort of tie this into some of the content that I produce here on this channel. But anyway, I'd like to explore other cultures throughout ancient history that have potentially used psychedelics, specifically the ancient Egyptians, which I find especially fascinating. So, yep, let me know if you'd like to see more of it, and I'll see you guys on the other side.